Ever pondered over the concept of ascension? What does it really mean? These questions have sparked curiosity and debate among scholars, theologians, and truth seekers for centuries. The term ascension, in its broadest sense, refers to a rise or climb. But in spiritual or metaphysical contexts, it takes on a more profound meaning. It's often associated with a shift or elevation in consciousness, a transcendence from the physical realm to a higher spiritual plane. This is not just a physical movement upwards, but a spiritual journey inwards, an inner ascension, if you will. Ascension is a concept that permeates various religious texts and spiritual practices, each offering its own unique interpretation. In Christianity, it's seen as Christ's ascent to heaven after his resurrection, a testament to his divine nature. In more esoteric circles, ascension is a process of spiritual awakening, where one transcends the physical limitations of human existence and attains a higher state of consciousness. For many, ascension is not a single event, but a continuous process of self-evolution and spiritual growth. It's about shedding old patterns, embracing new perspectives, and aligning oneself with the higher truths of the universe. It's an invitation to look beyond the surface, to delve deeper into the realms of the spirit, and to explore the vastness of our own being. But what does ascension mean to you? Is it a historical event, a spiritual metaphor, or a personal journey? Perhaps it's a combination of all these, or maybe it's something entirely different. The beauty of ascension lies in its openness to interpretation, in its ability to resonate with each individual in a unique way. So let's embark on this journey of exploration together. Let's delve deeper into the many interpretations of ascension found in different religious texts. Whether you're a seasoned scholar or a curious seeker, there's always something new to discover, always a deeper layer to uncover. So, are you ready to ascend? Let's delve deeper into the many interpretations of ascension found in different religious texts. In Christianity, ascension carries a profound significance. It's an event that is deeply woven into the fabric of Christian belief and is a testament to the divine nature of Jesus Christ. We turn to the Douay Rheims Bible for a deeper exploration of this concept. The Ascension is an event that occurred 40 days after Jesus Christ's resurrection, where he was taken up into heaven in the presence of his disciples. This is beautifully narrated in the book of Acts, chapter 1, verses 9-11, which says, "And when he had said these things, while they looked on, he was raised up, and a cloud received him out of their sight." This verse paints a vivid picture of the Ascension, symbolizing the glorification of Jesus and his return to the divine realm. But the Ascension isn't just about the physical ascent of Jesus. It encompasses a deeper spiritual message as well. In the Gospel of John, Jesus says, "No man hath ascended into heaven, but he that descended from heaven, the Son of Man who is in heaven." This verse, while seemingly paradoxical, underscores the fact that ascension is about the union of the divine with the human, the merging of the heavenly with the earthly. The Ascension is also about the promise of Jesus' return. As mentioned in the book of Acts, when Jesus ascends into heaven, two men dressed in white appear and say to the disciples, "This Jesus who has been taken up from you into heaven will come in the same way as you saw him going into heaven." This promise of return is a cornerstone of Christian faith and hope, a belief that Jesus will return to bring salvation to humanity. The Ascension, therefore, is not just a historical event in Christianity, it is a spiritual gateway, a symbol of divine elevation, and a beacon of hope for the faithful. It's a testament to the belief that human and divine are not separate but are intimately connected, and that this connection is the key to spiritual elevation and salvation. So, in Christianity, Ascension is a symbol of divine elevation. But Christianity isn't the only religion that talks about ascension. When we broaden our perspective, we discover that the concept of ascension, or spiritual elevation, is not exclusive to Christianity. It permeates through the fabric of many world religions and spiritual traditions. Let's consider Buddhism, for instance. The Buddha's enlightenment under the Bodhi tree is akin to ascension, where he transcended the cycle of birth and death, achieving a state of supreme knowledge. This shares similarities with the Christian belief of Jesus ascending to heaven, transcending physical life. On the other hand, in Hinduism, ascension is encapsulated in the concept of moksha or liberation. This state of ultimate freedom is achieved when the soul is released from the cycle of death and rebirth, mirroring elements of ascension. However, unlike the Christian ascension, which is a singular event in history, moksha is a state that can be achieved by any soul, given they follow the path of righteousness and devotion. In Islam, the concept of ascension or miraj is commemorated as Prophet Muhammad's night journey from Mecca to Jerusalem and his ascension to the heavens. This extraordinary journey signifies spiritual elevation, but it's also seen as a physical journey, which contrasts with the purely spiritual interpretation of ascension in Christianity. Even in the indigenous traditions of the Americas, like the Hopi and Lakota, we find stories of spiritual leaders ascending to other realms, returning with wisdom and guidance for their people. These tales emphasize the transformational aspect of ascension, similar to Christianity, but they also highlight the cyclical nature of spiritual journeys, which is less emphasized in the Christian narrative. What these comparisons reveal is the universal appeal of ascension. It's a symbol of hope, transformation, and the possibility of transcending our human limitations. It's about rising above the mundane and reaching towards the divine, regardless of how that divine is defined. Clearly, ascension is a concept that transcends religious boundaries. Some of the greatest minds have also delved into the concept of ascension. Over the centuries, various authors have approached this theme from diverse angles, offering rich insights that can enhance our understanding of this profound concept. Let's start with Neville Goddard, a New Thought author known for his teachings on imagination. He once stated, "The world is yourself pushed out. Ask yourself what you want and then give it to yourself. Do not question how it will come about. Just go your way, knowing that the evidence of what you have done must appear, and it will." In this context, ascension can be seen as a mental elevation, a conscious leap that transforms our reality. Then we have Thomas Troward, another influential figure in the New Thought movement. His views on ascension resonate with the idea of spiritual advancement. He said, "We all have the power to influence our future, and when we understand this, we see that we are our own creators." Thus, ascension is about awakening to our inherent power and stepping into a new level of consciousness. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, had a somewhat similar take. He believed in the power of positive thinking and stated, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." Ascension, to Hill, is about rising above limiting beliefs and daring to dream big. Next, we have the philosophy of Alan Watts, a British writer known for interpreting and popularizing Eastern philosophy for a Western audience. He famously said, "The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance." Watts saw ascension not as a final destination, but as an ongoing process of growth and transformation. Ralph Waldo Emerson, the father of American transcendentalism, also shared enlightening thoughts on the subject. He believed in the inherent goodness of people and nature, and advocated for self-reliance and individualism. His quote, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us," aligns with the idea of ascension as an inner journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Phineas Quimby, often called the father of New Thought, once stated, "The trouble is in the mind, for the body is only the house for the mind to dwell in." His teachings indicate that ascension is a process of healing and transforming the mind, which in turn affects our physical reality. Finally, we turn to Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst who founded analytical psychology. Jung believed in the process of individuation, the journey of the self towards wholeness. His thoughts on ascension align with this journey, suggesting it's about integrating all aspects of the self to achieve a higher level of consciousness. These insights give us a fresh and intriguing perspective on ascension. They encourage us to view it not only as a religious event, but also as a deeply personal, transformative process that we can all embark on. But how does ascension relate to self-help, you might ask? Well, let's think about it. Ascension, at its core, is about rising, transcending, and growing. It's about moving from one state of being to another, higher one. Isn't that what self-help is all about? The journey of self-improvement, personal growth, and transformation? The concept of ascension can be a guiding light on this journey. It can offer us a roadmap to becoming our best selves. By understanding ascension, we learn that growth is not just possible, but it is a natural part of life. We see that we are not limited by our current circumstances or our past mistakes. We have the potential to rise above them, to ascend. In the realm of self-help and personal development, embracing the concept of ascension means acknowledging that we have the power to change. It means recognizing our capacity for growth and transformation. It means understanding that we are not static beings, but dynamic ones, constantly evolving, constantly ascending. And isn't that a powerful realization? To know that we are not stuck, that we have the ability to change, to grow, to become better. It's empowering, it's liberating, it's transformative. The teachings of Neville Goddard, Thomas Troward, Napoleon Hill, and other great minds echo this sentiment. They remind us that our minds are powerful tools capable of manifesting change and growth. They encourage us to embrace our potential, to strive for better, to ascend. Ascension, therefore, is not just a religious concept. It's a universal truth, a principle that applies to all aspects of life, including self-improvement. It's a reminder that growth is always possible, that change is always within reach, that we have the power to rise, to transcend, to ascend. So, when we talk about ascension in the context of self-help, we're not just talking about a biblical event. We're talking about a mindset, a philosophy, a way of life. We're talking about the journey of becoming our best selves, of constantly striving for better, of continuously ascending. So, ascension can be a powerful tool in our quest for self-improvement. We've journeyed through various interpretations of ascension. From the outset, our exploration began with Christianity, where ascension is a cornerstone, a belief in Christ's rise to heaven after his resurrection. The Douay Rheims Bible provided us with a wealth of information on this, painting a vivid picture of this spiritual journey. We delved into this concept further, comparing and contrasting it with other religions and philosophies. We discovered that ascension isn't exclusive to Christianity. It's a universal idea, deeply rooted in the human quest for spiritual growth and transcendence. Our exploration took us into the minds of some of the most influential authors and thinkers of our time. From Neville Goddard's emphasis on the power of imagination, to Thomas Troward's insights on the law of attraction, from Napoleon Hill's focus on personal achievement, to Alan Watts's understanding of the self and the universe. Each brought a unique perspective, enriching our understanding of ascension. Ralph Waldo Emerson reminded us of the importance of self-reliance in our spiritual journey, while Phineas Quimby highlighted the role of mind over matter. Carl Jung, with his profound understanding of the human psyche, underscored the importance of integrating our conscious and unconscious selves for true spiritual elevation. And then, we looked at ascension from a self-help perspective. We found it to be a powerful tool for personal growth, a way to rise above our limitations and reach our highest potential. The teachings of these authors, when applied to our lives, can guide us on this path of ascension, aiding us in achieving our goals, and ultimately, reaching our own personal heaven. In essence, ascension is much more than a religious concept or a metaphysical theory. It's an inner journey, a process of spiritual elevation that transcends religious boundaries and philosophical differences. It's about reaching for the stars, while staying grounded in our humanity. Remember, ascension is more than a concept. It's a journey of spiritual elevation. So are you ready to ascend?